Good afternoon and a hearty welcome to the dignitaries of the dais, members of the State Providence Trust, the media fraternity, and my colleagues. We have gathered here to celebrate yet another joyful moment of sharing in the auspicious presence of our DMD HR and CDO Shri Om Prakash Mishra sir and CGM HR Shri Ranjan Gupta sir. Before we begin, may I request our DGM B&O and AO Pandit Shri Naveen Kumar Gupta sir to formally welcome our chief guest Shri Om Prakash Mishra, DGM HR and CDO. Thank you, sir. I now request our DGM and CDO Maharashtra Circle, Shri Alok Kumar Gupta sir, to formally welcome Shri Ranjan Kumar Gupta, CGM HR. Thank you, sir. I now request AGM and Director SBI Pandit, Shri Shirish Vajpayee sir, to formally welcome Shri Sanjay Prakash, DGM Industrial Relations. Thank you, sir. I now request our respected DMD, HR and CDO sir to welcome the members of the Management Committee of the State Providence Trust, Shri Donald Fernandez. Advocate Caroline Colasso. And Mrs. Jonathan Pinto. Friends, there is a Sanskrit subhashit which says, Shateshu jayate shuraha sahasreshu cha panditaha vakta dasha sahasreshu data bhavati va nava. The subhashit means, while qualities such as bravery, intellect and oratory are rarer to find, philanthropy is the rarest virtue to find. However, I am sure that all of us will agree that SBI is one organization that embodies all these qualities. SBI has bravely met all challenges that came our way in our over 200 years of history. SBI also remains the fountainhead of knowledge, and we are the firm voice of the banking and finance sector at both national and international levels. At the same time, community service has remained a core value for the SBI. Today, we are adding yet another happy moment of sharing in our long tradition of community service by handing over an ambulance to the State Providence Trust, which is a prominent NGO in the state of Goa working for rehabilitation of neglected people on the street. So without taking much time, I request our respected DGM B&O AO Pandit Naveen Kumar Gupta sir to give his opening remarks and formally inaugurate the program. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are really privileged to have our DMD sir. On behalf of State Bank of India and Naveen Kumar Gupta, formally welcome on the dais our our DMD sir, Shri O.P. Mishra sir, CGM HR, Shri Ranjan Gupta sir, DGM IR, Shri Sanjay Prakash, and the CTO LHO Maharashtra, Shri Alok Chaturvedi. And also from the NGO, Shri Providence, the NGO representative, Mr. Donald Fernandez, Advocate Caroline Corazzo, and Mrs. Jonita Pinto, and all the SBI team and the media people present here, and all my dear colleagues. Basically, State Bank of India has been long associated with the various CSR activities, and in that step, here the SBI team at the AO Panji, we are doing one more activity, that is the handing of this ambulance to the NGO at the hands of our DMD sir here. And this is just not the, one step. Throughout the year, we have been associated with these various CSR activities. So once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request our respected DGM, HR and CDO, Shri Om Prakash Mishra sir, to address the gallery.
Dear trustees of this State Providence, Mr. Donald Fernandez, Advocate Carolina Corazzo, and Mrs. Renita Pinto, my colleagues from Maharashtra Circle and Goa Module, and persons from the media, and all colleagues from this SBI in Goa Panji. Friends, you all know that as per policy, we have to donate 1% of our profit for the CSR. Since 1955, so because we are a government bank since beginning, not after 69. And what is more key, we do in all parts of the country, rural, semi-urban, urban, and also across the country, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and Mizoram to all places. So we are doing through two ways now, one through directive by SBI, one through our company foundation that is doing big things like normally above 50 lakhs, and long-term things like some community development, some village development, or some rural infrastructure. And we'll be happy to know that during COVID, the State Bank has opened not less than 30 temporary hospitals for COVID patients across the country, totally free of cost. So, business is our motto definitely because we are a bank, but CSR is our DNA. Because you always think that you can like you want to become the best bank in the world or the biggest bank in the country, but how you can best bank when in your society there are people who are starving, there are people who are dying due to some small disease, and there is no medicine for them. Always thinking how to improve the culture, society's standard of living to various banks. So we have limitations of funds and everything, but each and every branch is empowered to do something for that area, and in that process, this ambulance is being related to this trust so that poor children are taken care of by some way, and the State Bank can claim of some contribution in that process. We always tell doing something is much more difficult than contributing, because giving is always very easy for anybody. But how to use that asset or that money for the real beneficiary, who are children or them, that is the biggest challenge that you are doing. It's very novel. And in that process, I'm very happy to tell that not only bank, even during COVID, our staff has also included ourselves and 1 day salary to the bank's relief to the PM Cares Fund. And again, the signing fund on this Army Day, every staff contributed as per their might without any instruction. And we donated 10 crores to Army also for their, somebody has died in Nevada for their family and their kids and all these things. Again, as I told you in the second phase of COVID, when there was shortage of oxygen in this Goa, State Bank of India donated 31,000 liters oxygen storage tank to Goa Medical College. The staff of AO Goa has contributed to Chief Minister's Relief Fund around some lakhs of money. Again, they have also donated 5 oxygen concentrators, 1 ventilator to ESI hospital, 20 oximeters, 1,000 PPE kits, ration, water bottles, sanitizers, biscuits, etc. And this is not counted because many branches we don't know what they are doing, but they are providing food and all these things to the needy people. Again, 1 7-seater eco van, selling fans, sewing machines, all these things are donated to various institutions. donated a personal therapy and speech therapy equipment for rehabilitation and education of especially able children around 7 lakhs. But again, I always tell that donating is easier than what you are doing on the ground level. I saw in one Hyderabad circuit how one hospitality piece, if someone has lost total hope of survival, now they are kept there, and how one family is doing everything for them, like the kids of the family. So giving something to them is very easy, but how they are doing all these things without any blood relationship, that is very great, the way you are doing in Panaji. So I thank all of you for giving us this opportunity to be associated with your Nobel cause to some extent. Thanks and all the best to all of you. State Bank is always with all of you for all such good. Thanks, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Your words really captured the core values of sharing that SBI has, and inspiring words for all of us. May I now request the President of the Providence Trust, Shri Donald Fernandez, to say a few words. Okay.
Shri Om Prakash Mishra, Deputy Managing Director, Shri Ranjan Gupta, Chief General Manager, Shri Naveen Kumar Gupta, Deputy General Manager, sirs, officers of SBI, staff, the media persons, and each and every one of you present here today. I stand here on behalf of the trustees of Street Providence, the employees, our numerous volunteers, to thank you for handing over to us this fully equipped ambulance. We are grateful to Shri Prasad Kamath, who is a very emphatic person and who helped make this happen. Sirs, we thank you for taking time out of your busy and hectic schedule in the corporate world to make this generous gesture happen here today. We will be screening a short video showcasing the work done by Street Providence shortly. Once again, I thank each and every one of you for this generous offer. Thank you so much. Since December 2017. The founder, Mr. Donald Fernandez, is an empathic human being, unable to see the hunger faced by the poor in his vicinity. He and his wife cooked meals and fed around 15 families. With little or no resources to start a much-needed shelter home for the street people, a kind benefactor gave him the premises in Purvori, and thus started the Street Providence Shelter Homes in Purvori, Asnora, Kavalosin, Giri and Kalangur. On 18th December 2021, we inaugurated our 6th shelter home for men in Tepe. Dedicated and determined volunteers are the backbone of our organization. And Street Providence has 300 volunteers across Goa who help in the various activities undertaken by the Trust. Russell is homeless and living on the streets. Due to a leg injury, he has received medical treatment at Shikari Health Center. But now he has nowhere to go. Street Providence received a call requesting us to admit him in our shelter home. Our volunteer Douglas is here at the Shikari Health Center to pick him up and admit him into our shelter home, where he will be given medical attention, food, shelter, clothing and all else needed to lead a normal, healthy life.
सूर्या चारी. बरे बाबा सूर्या, बाबा सांग माझं नाव सांग तुझ्या मला. आणि सांग कोचलं तू पण आहे की सगळे सांग माझे तुझे नाव. मागचं बोललेलं बरं. तू आम्हा कसा पाहतो थोडा पी आणि उठला मैं पुणे का रहने वाला हूँ. मेरा गांव है मापुरी और यहाँ पे मैं आने का मतलब हो गया है कि कुछ काम के लिए प्लम्बिंग काम करता हूँ. प्लम्बर फिटर हूँ और यहाँ काम के लिए एक दोस्त के साथ आया था और वो दोस्त ने मुझे खर्चा थोड़ा सा दे के वो वॉल फिट करके मुझे छोड़ के गया. तो स्टेट प्राइवेट फंड ने मुझे पूरा संभाला, मुझे लेके आ गए और मेरा पूरा पैर टूटा हुआ था दोनों. उन्होंने खर्चा करके मुझे एक इंसान बनाया. दोबारा मुझे एक अच्छा सा एक लाइफ दिया और मुझे basically in street Providence, what we do is it's rehabilitation shelter, and we take people like who have no way. We are the last stop for such people. We also have inmates in our homes. Off the street, we currently have about 120 people that's in different homes. The services are all free, food free, clothes free, medicine free, doctor free, rehabilitation, everything. We don't charge any fees. And it is people who have no place to go. We run a very big food bank in Goa, with 38 facilities across Goa, collecting 1,500 to 2,000 kilos of good food every day. We feed more than 4,000 to 5,000 people meals to our 300 plus volunteers in different parts of Goa. So we would like to go out because there are more hungry people coming off the street. We would like to get to lunch. A lot of people are looking for ration. Because these are these 4,000-5,000 people who were when the food bank was on. And now the food bank is off because they are not getting it.
It was really a motivational video, and the message was really clear. Together we all can make a difference. Thanks for that message, ma'am. Now we will proceed to our next event, that is symbolic handover of the key and flagging of the ambulance. So I request all the dignitaries and the gathering to proceed to the outside campus for the event. The event will be followed by a lunch.
माशी गाडी पुढे घ्या रे पुढे कसा असं घ्या त्या तुमटाला माशी घ्या हां चल आता नो रोड ब्लॉक घातला रे ब्लॉक बोय होईल हा कसं घ्या होय असं घ्या हां इथे का सर बाहेर येऊन झाडात शिरकतले घ्या तानो थोड़ा नीचे को थोड़ा ही और थोड़ा लॉजिक आइए सर
सर क्या कहना चाहोगे, आज एम्बुलेंस का फ्लैग ऑफ हुआ है, किस चीज़ के लिए एम्बुलेंस यूज़ की जाएगी और आने वाले समय में एसबीआई की क्या एक्टिविटी रहेगी?
SBI के लिए कंटिन्यूस एक्टिविटी, इट्स नॉट वन डे एक्टिविटी। आज एम्बुलेंस दिया गया है इस संस्था को ताकि जो भी वहाँ गरीब लोग हैं, बुजुर्ग लोग हैं, उनको कोई बीमारी हो गई तो वहाँ से अस्पताल ले जाने के लिए इसका यूज़ किया जाएगा ताकि उनको टाइम पे हॉस्पिटल ले जाया जाए और मेडिकल सुविधा दी जाए। और हमने बताया जैसे कि अपने भाषण में अभी हम लोग कंटिन्यूस बेसिस पे हम लोग गरीबों के लिए, पिछड़ों के लिए, गाँव के लिए, विकास के लिए हम सहायता करते हैं ताकि हमारा देश, हमारा गाँव, हमारा समाज खुशहाल रहे, ताकि हम खुशहाल देश से खुशहाल बैंक बने। यही इसका हमारा उद्देश्य, यही हमारा ये।
सर CSR में देखा जाएगा तो बहुत से संस्थाएं हैं, बट एक्चुअली एसबीआई इज अ गवर्नमेंट से है। कैसे देख रहे हो कि कभी किसी को एसबीआई फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर से है, कैसे देख रहे हो फंडिंग देते वक्त क्या दिक्कतें रहती है, या आने वाले समय में क्या उसमें प्रोडक्टिविटी में चेंज हो जाएगा?
फंडिंग इसमें CSR के लिए है,
यस,
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। अच्छा काम हो, हम लोग हमेशा उपलब्ध हैं फंडिंग करने के लिए। बढ़िया काम हो जहाँ जिस कारण से हमारे गरीब लोगों का, कमज़ोर लोगों का विकास हो, उसके जो भी हमारी संस्थाएं काम कर रही हैं, हमसे जुड़ते हैं अपना, छोटे लेवल पर भी, बड़े लेवल पर भी जिस तरह की रिक्वायरमेंट है। कोविड में हमने अस्पताल बनवाए, उसके लिए हमने वेंटिलेटर्स दिए, ऑक्सीजन दिए, सब काम करते हैं हम। जिससे भी देश में हमारी कम्युनिटी का, गरीब कम्युनिटी का विकास हो, वो सारा काम करते हैं और 1% अपना प्रॉफिट हम खर्च करते हैं। थैंक यू।
सर क्या कहना होगा, गोवा की ओर से आज ये एम्बुलेंस गिफ्ट किया गया है, कैसे देख रहे हो?
कामत जी से ये आप इससे पूछ रहे हैं?
ये आपसे
देखो, आप स्टेट बैंक लेवल पे हम ढूंढते रहते हैं कौन एनजीओ कौन सा काम कर रहा है, एंड राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी लेके हम ऐसे डोनेशन करते हैं। इससे पहले भी हमने 2 डोनेशंस किए हैं और एक तीसरा है, एक ऑक्सीजन टैंक किया है। वैसे ही किया है जैसे हम ढूंढते रहते हैं गवर्नमेंट को भी क्या चाहिए एंड पब्लिक को क्या चाहिए, बेसिकली हाउ दिस एक्टिविटी कैन हेल्प द डाउन रोड।
इसका कॉस्टिंग वगैरह क्या है, क्या कहना चाहोगे इसके?
कॉस्टिंग नहीं देखते हम, बट एक्टिविटी इज गुड, देयर इज नो कैप ऑन द कॉस्ट।
नहीं, आज जो एम्बुलेंस दिया गया है उसका कॉस्टिंग ओवरऑल क्या था?
14.5 लाख। इट इज एम्बुलेंस विथ ऑल इक्विपमेंट, लाइफ-सेविंग इक्विपमेंट, गाड़ी में सब कुछ अंदर है बस।
एम्बुलन्स आता है केला न्ही की बाकीच्या जनरल लोकां खातीरच की SBI
ना, दिस इज फॉर एनजीओ विल डिसाइड।
हमने दे दिया इसको,
हमने इनको दे दिया है, इट इज नॉट फॉर SBI।
एनीवन फ्रॉम स्ट्रीट प्रोविडेंस? ओके सर, क्या कहना चाहोगे? आपको एम्बुलेंस का, आप एनजीओ में काम करते हैं, कैसा आज एसबीआई ने आपने इतना बड़ा सपोर्ट दिया है, क्या कहना चाहोगे इसके बारे में?
So we are grateful to the State Bank of India team for providing us this ambulance. We are having about 120 homeless street people in our homes. Per day, both mental and physical visits are there to both the hospitals, IPHP and GMC. On an average, 5 to 7 people are taken daily with one vehicle, and about 2 to 3 are taken to district hospital in the other vehicle. So this vehicle will allow us to take more people to hospital from our NGO. Basically, it's also going to be used for people with disabilities. There are 300 people with disabilities in Goa at the moment who are across all 12 talukas, and some of them are not able to go to the respective government hospitals for their disability certificate and their UDID card. They require a physical visit. Most of them might not be able to sit properly. So this ambulance has come in handy at the moment for the next 6 months. So this is a 6-month program we have to get these 300 people registered for a disability certificate or a UDID card. So besides using it for our NGO, it will be used across Goa to transport these 300 people from 12 countries.
So you are providing food and other necessities. How you manage?
So basically, before the pandemic, we were giving about 4,000 to 5,000 people meals to our 300 volunteers. But once the pandemic started last 2 years, functions, weddings, parties, hotels have shut down. There's a food cut. So at the moment, we are doing 1,000 people meals a day, of which we are cooking, we are buying food, or we are collecting food to certain fridges where we are getting food. So it's basically we are using social media to create an awareness. We have created some identity in Goa for the food bank. But now since the COVID has dropped, we feel that more food will come in. So at the moment we are focusing more on police stations, putting fridges in police stations across Goa where we feel the food will come, and the police are cooperating in allowing us to put the fridges. So there will be fridges in at least 10 police stations from north to south. That because it's open 24 hours, we'll be able to get that food to feed the people.
सर कैसे मैनेज करते हो जो स्ट्रीट के जो लोग हैं जो बीमार रहते हैं तो उनको सब मैनेज करने के लिए मेडिकल फैसिलिटी और कैसे मैनेज करते हैं आप सब?
So what we do, most are routed to the police. If it's a person with mental disabilities, then it will be taken to the IPHP first by the police, admitted, treated, and brought to our shelter home, and then the follow-up will start. If it's physical disability, they come to our home, and then we take them to hospital. If it's old age or if it's somebody who's just not having any disability, is still looked after. So basically, the Directorate of Health Services is giving us support to a certain extent, but mostly our team is taking them every day to hospitals.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.